Do you find it hard to let go and to delegate to other people? Do you have that feeling like, ugh, they're just not going to do it as good as I would do it? Going to have to do it again anyway, so I might as well do it myself. Well, if you do, you're not alone. I'm in that card carrying group as well. This video, we're going to answer a community question and talk about what to do when we get stuck in this place where I feel like I have to do everything myself. So this week's question is coming from a community member, and she says, "Hi, Leslie. I am a pretty independent person, and part of being me is just doing things myself. Your course and trainings have opened me up to a deeper connection with others and being comfortable with asking and allowing others to help me. Now, the problem is that it's difficult for me to let go and delegate tasks to others at work and at home because I just don't trust that they will do as good as a job as I would do. It causes me to redo it or fix it, and I wind up wishing that I would have just done it myself the first time. I know this is my perfectionism rising up, so I need help getting out of my head so that I can take the load off of my shoulders." Thank you for this question. You are not alone. So here's a few things that I want to offer everyone watching this video. One is a little bit of a truth statement that whenever we're working with perfectionism, we're inherently working with control and self-esteem. So sometimes the mind will tell us a story that when we're over focusing on getting it right, that it's really about the results, that it's really about our integrity, that it's really about having a high standard of things. And while that might be 10% true about having a decent way of accomplishing things and taking pride in your work, if you are stuck at the place where it feels really hard to delegate and where you feel like I have to do it myself, it's not just about that. It's actually about a feeling of safety, about control, and about where you have staked your identity and your worth in some outer thing. And that's a problem that will keep you stuck and probably cause you and others to suffer. So if you're open to it, here's a few things to consider. We're going to talk about the realms of at work or at home, because this is a common empath sensitive person issue where when at work we start to focus on how do I get my team or other people to do a job that I can feel okay with, is one, we always acknowledge that other people might not ever do it as good as we can do it. This is especially true if you own your own business or if you have just built up a lot of mastery in a certain skill. You're not going to have other people who can do it as good as you can, and that's okay. So one, we want to acknowledge that that's not what we're going for. But in the realm of work, what's really important is to raise up your level of communication skills. What this means is, first and foremost, letting people know your expectations ahead of time. This is often what empaths feel uncomfortable with, so we're not actually saying what we want or what we need. We're either just hoping that it'll go well and knowing we're going to get disappointed, or we're just not dealing with that crap, so instead I'm just going to do it myself because it feels easier than actually taking the time to communicate to other people. Well, the trade-off is that if you don't raise up your communication skills to explain your expectations, and then sometimes after they've done the job, come back to them and say, you know, this works, but this needs to be at this level, and here's why. Here's a few examples. Here's how I might go about doing it, and then give them a little bit freedom to do it themselves. Letting other people do it, maybe not as good as you would do it, but helping them to raise their standard is a little bit extra work that's required to get you out of this cycle of always having the heaviness on your shoulder. In the realm of home, it can be even more tricky, especially if you are a yin woman with a yang partner. If you don't know what that means, you can watch some of my other videos. We'll link them somewhere here or check out the thing below. But at home, this is really a bigger place where we have to decide, first asking this set of questions when you're in the home realm. One, is this something that really matters, or is this about my safety, control, and preference? It's really important in the home realm to really ask ourselves this question. Would I fold the underwear better out of the dryer? Yes. Does it really matter if the underwear are folded the way that I would fold them? Probably not. Would I prefer that we have the curtains like this, or that the house looks like this, or that we do things like this? Well, yeah, if I were doing it, but does it really need to be done that way, or am I grasping at some part of control? When we get into the realm of doing it ourselves and letting us be supported, especially by our partners in relationship, we start to ask the question, do I want to be right and in control, or do I want to be happy and supported? And sometimes this is a tricky boundary. So please don't misunderstand. I'm not saying this is an easy fix. Really, when you're dealing deeply with these issues, it helps to have a coach and a process and working on finding the sensations and where these issues are lodged in the body at their source in terms of subtle body work. That's what we do. So if you're in a complicated situation, hit me up and ask me some questions and see if there's some ways that we can go deeper for you. But in terms of where you can start to think about this, it's really challenging your mind, especially in these home spaces of what can I let go of and where am I grasping? And then at work, upping your level of communication. I hope this video has been helpful. If you are out there doing it all yourself, know that you don't have to do it alone, that you can really be seen and supported. And this perfectionism might just be something that's pushing you to heal a deeper part of yourself. If you don't like that, that's okay. Just leave it out there and take what you found useful from this video. Let the rest of it just go to the wayside. This is Leslie Huddart. I am a spiritual guide and acupuncturist, healer, and I help women and men who get it make serious up levels in their life by releasing the trauma that's been trapped in their body without years of therapy or talking about it or thinking happy thoughts over top of it. You are a soul with a body and you deserve great things. Until next time, I'm wishing you well.